What's poppin', Misfits? Today is October 4th, and it's a Tuesday, 2022. Today is my daughter Kool-Aid's birthday. My other daughter Kool-Aid's birthday. It's gloomy out. It's raining, and I'm really struggling. I'm really having a hard time, and I'm glad that I get to talk to you guys on my YouTube channel, because it lets me talk about how I feel at the moment. And my husband, he works and he's doing such a good job with me, and I don't like to overwhelm him with a lot of stuff, so with me crying and stuff. And so I try to do my YouTubes while he goes to work. And I want to say, I talked to the guy from the cemetery. I don't know how you even say it, because I'm not even used to this, but he wanted me to sign off on my daughter's picture and what it was going to say on her headstone. But I didn't sign off on it because I didn't like how the picture came out, and so I had to give him another picture. So now it's going to be prolonged even longer. But it hit me when I was in the car and he gave it to me. It hit me. And that she's gone. And I don't understand how anybody could expect me to just go on like my life is gonna be normal. When it's not. I'm trying my hardest. I'm trying so hard. I got my daughter's shirt on that her friends made. I just don't understand how people, they say that they care about you, and I'm looking at people go on with their life. Like, I'm seeing all her friends go on with their lives. I'm like, you know how much my daughter loved you? Do you know how much she loved you? And how much she was hurt with you? This, and this. But she loved you. She died hurt. Her feelings hurt. And then I'm just so mad. I'm mad. I'm getting mad. Because I'm seeing everybody go on with their lives. And I'm here, hurt. Wishing my daughter was here. I just don't understand how anybody just can go going on with their lives. I'm going to change the subject real quick. So, you all know about me being 6 years old and all the way to I maxed out until 18 out of DCF. Well, with my siblings, it got a little bit better when I had my son at 19. I learned to bounce off, let the words and feelings bounce off of me growing up. Like, if someone says something to me and everything, I blocked it. I put a shield up to where I was angry. I was angry, and I never started the fights, but I finished them. So by the time I was 19 years old and I had my son, my older son, I was like a force to be reckoned with. I was like a 95-pound girl. I whip ass. I did. Never started the fights, but I finished them. And so my siblings caught wind of that or whatever. I never fought them, but they caught wind of the fact that, you know, oh, my sister's out here, you know, she's outside, you know. It was like she's that, you know, she's that bitch. So I guess they were like, oh yeah, that's my sister, yeah, she'll whip your ass, yeah. So that's when they started caring about me, just for that minute, for that reason. I hope I'm saying that right. And I seen that they were gonna stick with the storyline as if, okay, we're siblings. Okay, yeah, we're siblings. We got the same mom. At that time, I'm thinking we got the same dad and everything. But I see that they're gonna act like they don't see how I'm getting treated, how I got treated from 6 to 18, me not even living in the same houses with them and stuff like that. But they want to claim me. They want to claim me because, yes, I was whipping ass. You know, I had a little bit of a reputation. I never started the fights, but I finished it. Okay, so, and they were like, oh yeah, that's my sister. That's my sister. So, by that being said, as my life went on and I started having more children, I named my daughter, well, I named my first daughter, the one that's birthday's today, her birthday is today, October 4th. I named her after my mother because I thought that we were going to have a relationship. I just to show her that I love her and okay, I forgive her. Didn't have the relationship. This was at 23. No, I'm sorry, I'm lying. 25, 24. 23 or 24 years old I was, whatever, I don't know. No, I'm lying. 25 years old. And I named her after my mother because I thought we were gonna have a relationship. I honestly really did. She tricked me. I had another child, my son that passed away, baby James. I named him after my brother because he watched my kids while I was in the hospital for over a month with IVs because I was stressed out with the person who I was with and everything, and just life was just kicking my ass. I'm not with my husband anymore, who I was married to their father. This is somebody else's baby. And I was beyond stressed. And fast forward it, now I have another child. After that one, after my rainbow baby, I have another child, which is my daughter, Thody Bird. And I named her after my sister, Rhea. So I named 3 of my children after my family members. So now, as my children are older and everything, I'm looking at my siblings. I'm like, they're going to keep this secret going, or they're going to keep this lie going, because I don't feel like I'm part of, I know in my heart I'm not there. We don't have the same father. But it wasn't always like this. It was not always like this. It wasn't always like that. I mean, I tried my hardest to show them how much that I cared. I did, but they threw me away so fast. Like, it's not even funny. Like, it could be anything. Like, they threw me away so fast for anything. Like, I don't even get it. And I showed that I cared for them just by naming my children after them, because if they ever needed me, I was right there, no question asked. I was always there. So it wasn't always the way how it is right now, because right now, you already know, I'm not talking to a man with my certain siblings and stuff like that, because I felt like they could have, in my heart, I feel like they could have, and still could, say, how come, and talk to my biological and say, even though I know it's my biological's fault, I know that, but they have a part in it too, because how they treat me, how they dismiss me, okay, and how they dismiss me. Like, I feel like they could be like, Ma, how come you don't talk to Sandy? What's going on? Like, you know what I mean? Especially now that I found out that the person who I thought was my father isn't, after all those years, me getting treated the way I am, how I did, and still, you would think that you would want to say sorry. You would think you would want to say sorry, because you never even asked me what the fuck went on in those places. And I'm getting so mad every day. You never even asked me. You didn't even care. She never even, when I used to run away, you never reported me even missing. Like, So, by me saying all this, I'm saying that it wasn't always like this with my siblings, because I was always that person who would be there for my siblings. Whatever they needed, I was there. I know one time my sister asked for, if I had a couple more dollars for food stamps or something, like, I don't know, my brain is whatever, and after I told her no, but she said she seen me with change in my hand. I didn't know if she was playing around with me or not, because she's always been that person that had everything a little bit more than what I did. So I was like, is she playing with me? So I was like, no, I don't. You know what I mean? I didn't know, because you could say that we knew each other, but then again, we really didn't know any of us. Because they didn't know nothing about me. Only that I was never there. That's it. And I didn't know too much about my siblings neither, because I never really got to rock with them. All I knew is that they were my biological siblings from my mother's side. That's it. That was it. So it wasn't always like that, because, there was times when me and my sister went out to the club. You know what I'm saying? And there was times where I had to, defend from my brother too. And for my baby brother, I remember him being in group homes too. And I remember me bringing him over some sneakers that he said that he liked it from New York or something like that. We brought it to the group home to him. So little things. Yeah, it's little things. And now, as an adult, I see in my husband, he's getting more upset, because me, as an adult, he sees my siblings, and my husband wants to tell them, how come you won't give, your sister the number, tell her where she lives so she could go ahead and talk to your mother? Or how come you guys ain't trying to fix it now, especially now, after all these years, I'm finding out that that wasn't my father. I just got to see my father last year, October. Matter of fact, to this day, today was the first day that I seen my father on my daughter's birthday, October 4th. Last year, I got to see my father on this day for the first time in my entire life. Never had a picture, didn't know what he looked like or nothing. So I accomplished a goal. Like, I did it. This is something that my mother wanted to go to her deathbed with. She wanted to go to her deathbed with me not knowing who my father was. And my siblings are still riding out with it. Like, my husband is so mad with them. Like, how come you're not giving her the number? Like, how come? And I know everybody's saying, because it's not my siblings' for them to tell me. They could give me the damn number. They could say, they could do something, but they're not. And I'm struggling with that to where, okay, I'm leaving it alone. It's just that when my husband talks about it, then it just gets me more amped up again, because honestly, I'm done with that part of my life because I found out who my father is. But just because you're older doesn't mean that you still don't long for the person who birthed you. But then everybody kept saying to me, even dogs give birth. Doesn't make them a damn mother. Just, okay? Because sometimes these dogs leave their fucking, and their babies and stuff. And that's what I feel like my biological did. That's what she did. She abandoned me all my life. And it still hurts. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Because as much as I love my daughter, Princess, and all of my kids, I can't believe she's gone. Like, I don't understand how everybody expects me to keep going on with my life. It's just crazy to me. So, but on that part, it was always like that with my siblings. Because at one time we did have some sort of relationship. We did. But I was never the one to back it off. Ever. I've always been there. Just know that. And just me, God willing, just me waking up every day and seeing and realizing my siblings are just going to still go along with the fact as if that it was right for me to get treated like this. It just, how can I have a relationship with them if it's still going to be a shield over it and not talked about? It's like the secrets and it's like I'm the biggest secret that's really out of the secret that everybody knows about and not talk about. Like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. Because right now I'm trying to think about how what to do with myself every day. I can't keep myself busy right now. I mean, I try with my TikTok videos. That does get me out of that funk for a second. But then once I'm out of it, I'm back to where I am right now, is square one.